Well, hey everyone, welcome back to Tranquil Waters by Stevie. We got a little convoy going. I have managed to completely forget about a contract that we have over on Field 17. I had some plans for this episode, and then Really, dude? Had some plans for this episode, and I got to, Brad. And I got to looking, and I'm like, we've got a contract. And it's been waiting a while. It's been waiting a long while to get done. Well, happy Tuesday, by the way. Hope you're all having a good start to your week. I should probably pay attention to where I'm driving, seeing that they're going to drive exactly where I drive, which is a terrifying thought, to say the least. We are going to stop at the store first because we have a little something that I purchased that we need to do a little trade-in, and then we need to do some rim swapping on our cab over. So let's get that knocked out first before we do anything else. Actually, you know what? Yeah, traffic can wait. Let's go to the field first. Most of these guys need to go to the field. Where are we? Oh, Brad, you missed your turn, you silly goof. We kind of need to go that way. But you know what we're going to do? We're still going to go that way. Look at that. Look at that idiot that's in a hurry. Really? Sometimes I think the AI traffic in this game is actually a lot more realistic than I give it credit for. Yep, that's going to be a problem. And the semi hit. Actually, that might have been good. Uh-oh, we got blockage. Hold on a second. We got blockage. That was my fault. Kinda, more or less. Hold on. Oh, don't turn off. Don't do that. I'm wondering now if he is no longer following. I think we just killed the follow me, so let's get... Oh, you know what? Shoot. Brad, you're just not thinking this through. That actually worked out pretty well, because we need to go in here. So we can just drop him off. Look at this trailer we're going to be getting. Oh, it's going to look so good. Oh, yeah, matchy. I'll show you exactly what I did to do the matchy with the color configurator mod. Love the color configurator mod. It just allows you to do so much beyond the normal color configurations. Absolutely. Well, let's go see... Uh-oh. I think I broke that follow me as well. I'm going to pull over to the side. Let traffic go. This did not work well. Oh yeah, follow me broke. I broke follow me. It was good while it lasted. Where's Field 17? Oh, Field 17's up and around the bend. Okay. Creepy crawler van behind us. Alright, Control F. Whoopsie. Control F. Thank you very much. And let's resume. Nice. Okay. Ooh, sign. Oh, don't know how I missed that one. I promise you this is probably going to be another one of those episodes that I wish I could start over again. Who knows? We're going to have fun doing it regardless. I see his beacon stayed on. That's kind of nice. It seems like it used to be that if you turned your lights on with the Follow Me mod, your followers would turn their lights on as well. Okay, we are here. It is official. We have a lot of sunflowers. A lot of sunflowers. Alright, let's cancel the follow me. We'll just bring him over here. We can kill the beacons for safety. And let's get... what do we want to do? We want to... Let's get a courseplay course going. I think that'll be our best bet. And we can generate headlands, multiple tools, headlands. Yeah, we can do a couple of headlands. That's okay. We can start on the headlands. Let's just do, we'll do round. That's fine. Clockwise. Headland overlap. We're going to bump that way up. I think that helps cut down on the stuff that is left behind when you do the round corners, is what my guess is. Let's generate this course. Yeah, that's a full course right there. And let's do this. Let's do a little reverse action. We can do, before we kick this off, let's see if we can, let's double check our, where is self-unload? Unload, self-unload is activated. We might as well for the time being. Yeah, okay. That'll work. I think we're good. I think I'll move our unloading trailer somewhere better for the time being, but I think for now we're in good shape. So first, kick off. We'll make sure he gets started. Get started okay. And we are going to be doing self-unloading, 2 headlands first. Let's take our trailer and be kind of rude to the crops, but I'm just going to plunk this thing down here kind of in the middle. I don't even know if that's even the middle. That's not even close to the middle. We'll go a little bit further this way. I think this is the second largest field on the map. That makes it easy. We'll drive up here and we'll stop somewhere in this neck of the woods. I think that'll work. At least for a while. Let's go back. Oops. Let's go back to our semi. So what I thought was, for the money, at least, we could pick up this trailer. This trailer was about $84,000. But it holds 500,000 liters, which I thought was pretty sweet. Hazards for safety, of course. And horn for reversal. Jackknife, because that's what we do. Yeah. I'm excited about this particular little trailer here. So we have some, a little bit more configurating to do. It's a little dark where it is right now. I don't want you running, please. Thank you. So I've got matchy matchy, teal teal. The top is a darker SO teal. This color is called SO teal. I'm not exactly sure what that means, but that's what it's called. We've got dark moon for that. And we've got matchy matchy galvanized teal rims. Isn't that a sharp looking trailer? That's a stinking sharp looking trailer. But we have one little problem to deal with. These white rims and that. We're going to fix that right now. So what I love about... excuse me. What I love about the color configurator mod... We're going to paint this while we're here. Is being able to go in and let's say the main color for this truck is this color, which is not a stock color for Farming Simulator, so it's not available with other items, other trucks, tractors, etc. But if you want it to be, you can just save it, and which I did. I just called it SO Teal, and you save it. And when you save it to configurator, which means it'll be available to you in with other items, or you could do just current config. But I went ahead and saved it, so we know that we've got a solid color now of SO Teal, which is how I did the trailer. Now I want these rims to match the trailer rims. So if we go into rim, and we go into my saved, I have SO Teal galvanized, which is what the rims are on the trailer. So we can just apply that, and we can have matchy matchy rims. Now, unfortunately, this orange gold color here and this red is not over here. If it were, I would have probably tried to incorporate some of that color, but if they're not in the configurations over here, you can't do anything else with it. So the only way, I guess what I'm trying to say is, color configurator mod only goes as far as if it's available in the configuration to begin with. That's not a bad looking rig right there. I'm okay with that. I like it. I definitely like it. Now we can also, if we want, I wasn't sure about this top cover. I went with a fabric. That's the other nice thing about the color configurator mod, is it's not just basically a limitless amount of colors you can pick, but it also has a wide variety of different textures. So you're not stuck with plastic, vinyl, metal. You've got a lot of different textures you can do. So for that cloth texture up top there, I thought kind of a corrugated cloth texture looked the best. But we can always go back and change that. That trailer has a lot of good configurations to it too. There's some side decals you can do. I was kind of thinking maybe a John Deere one, but I kind of liked it just plain Jane, you know? Let's see how much money we can get for trading in this guy. Yeah, that's not too shabby. I always like to repaint before I trade in because you get a little bit more money. But we're going to get back about close to $66,000. And it is empty. So this trailer upgrade here was probably at the end of the day about 20 grand, which I think is pretty reasonable. If we go back in, not quite sure why it needs a paint job already, but if we go back in and customize, if we look at, let's say, the hopper itself, I've got SO steel, and actually it's glass. I was thinking about it might look better And you can kind of see what it's going to look like here. And rotate it around so you can see it in different light. Palladium. Ooh. It's kind of dark. Different metals. Yeah, that's way too shiny. That's way too shiny. Rough metal. I think that's going to be too much as well. I was kind of thinking maybe something a little duller. You know what I'm saying? A little duller. Look at that corrugated metal. Yeah, that's some bling. That is serious blingage. Shiny car paint. Fabric wood. Circular brushed metal. I don't think so. That's regular metal like that. That's not bad. That's not bad. I was kind of wondering what it would be like to have maybe a little more. Yeah, that's just too much. That galvanized, I think, is a little much. I mean, you can even do, I mean, old metal, rubber. Let's just go with that for a second. Maybe that's a decent matchy match for the older metal that's on our cab over. And of course, you know, depending on lighting and stuff like that, it may not always look like it's a perfect match. But that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Let's go visit our friends over on Field 17 and see how they're doing. I suppose it's not just shopping simulator, but it's get some work done simulator. So this contract, I think, is around $60-some thousand once accomplished. I'm kind of hoping we get some sunflowers out of the deal at the end, because we could use some for our pig food. We also can sell some pig food this month and make some cash. I think the pig food price right now is pretty darn good. Let's open up the cover. And we'll just pull up over here. Let's check on our... Oh, it hasn't unloaded. That gives me a kind of a sinking feeling. Yep, it's not really wanting to do the self-unload at the moment. That's unfortunate. Sometimes I've noticed Courseplay does that on the first go-around, and then it seems like it picks it up later. I don't know. That's just been my experience. I think we're going to get a lot of sunflowers out of this field. I think it's going to be a pretty good haul. I was looking at pricing for pig food. Oh, stop, Brad. Stop, stop, stop. There you go, buddy. A little bit back there. There you go. I was looking at the pricing for pig food. And according to the game, you can get pig food pricing. It's kind of crazy, actually. $9,000 is its highest, but I'm noticing that this $9,000 bar just keeps moving each month, 1 month away from where you're at. It's one of those deals. So I think it's the never available $9,000. But that being said, I think roughly around $1,400 to $1,500 for 1,000 liters is about the high we're gonna get, and we're at that this month. So we do have quite a bit of pig food that we can sell. We also, it might be a good month. We have a lot of TMR, but I don't think this month is TMR sales month as far as price goes. I think we can wait a while and the price will almost double for us. So I think that's what we're gonna do. Let's see if we can get Courseplay to start doing some self-unloading at some point, maybe. Oh yes, and we bumped our working speed on this corn head as well, so that is not hurting either. That's kind of nice. Let's see how it does here on the corner. Oh yeah, much better. Normally it would miss. Normally it would definitely miss some product on those corners, but I think doing that overlap was a good idea. I'm going to start doing that from now on. I didn't know that I didn't really know that that would help that much. I was watching, I got to give credit to who was it I was watching? Scroft? I don't know how he pronounces his channel, but S Croft. Good channel to watch. I don't watch it all the time, but occasionally I pick up his channel. I think gives some good tips and some ideas once in a while, and he was going over some settings that he was using for Courseplay at some point or another, and he did that overlap thing, and kind of like, hey, that's a good idea. That's kind of what I like about this. One of the things I like about this community, and one of the things that I really like about you all as well, is the sharing of information. You know, it's so helpful, and it's done in a helpful way. Now, I've seen some... Oh, sorry, I think I just bumped my mic. Sorry if that got really loud there for a second. I have seen some other communities where it's not so pleasant to get help. You kind of get the... well, if you weren't so stupid, or... Well, everybody, you know, just really sarcastic comments and stuff like that, and just unnecessary stuff, and the OP never even gets their question answered because people are a lot more interested in just making fun of the person for clearly not knowing as much as somebody else knows. You know, I see that a lot too in the tech industry, unfortunately. It's a shame that we all forget where we started, right? Like, I can't even imagine. I can't imagine. When I first started playing the game, I didn't know anything about farming. I mean, I knew what a tractor was. I think I might have known what a combine was. But I think that was all. I think that was the extent of my knowledge. I really didn't know why necessarily, you know, the difference between cultivating and tillage and plowing and mulching, and I mean, there were some things mulching. There were some things I might have been able to make an educated guess on, but certainly nowhere near what I've picked up over the years, and I still have a lot to learn. But that's kind of makes it, that's part of the fun though, right? I mean, it's nice knowing it, but it's nice learning it. And I think that's always been kind of a thing for me, and at least in my life with hobbies, is the big draw for hobbies for me was that getting into something new and that excitement about learning about it. Oh, what you gonna do, buddy? Yeah, you're gonna self-unload now, aren't you, you little stinker? I remember when I first got into... Where are you going? When I first got into clocks, collecting clocks. I know, right? And really started enjoying it. Just learning more about clock movements and different manufacturers and things. I don't know. Clocks always, no pun intended, but they always take me back in time. The old antique clocks and stuff. And just, to me, it's kind of a marvel to see. You can unload there. Okay, I was going to say, you're more than welcome to unload to our truck here if you want. Try not to scratch the paint. We just bought this trailer. But it's amazing to me just the knowledge and the craftsmanship that went into some of these earlier clocks. And the fact that these people didn't have the manufacturing technology that we have today. So they had to hand make these parts. It was just, sometimes I just think, you know, people can be so amazing, but they can also be horrible. I know. Sorry, I don't want to go there, but right? I mean, people can be such massive ends of a spectrum. But when people are great and amazing, they really are great and amazing. And it's pretty cool. And I think we should celebrate that a lot more than we do these days. I think we celebrate the bad more than we celebrate the good. And I think that's really a shame. You know what? You know what, buddy? Nah, I'll let you go. I was going to say I'll clean up that corner, but you seem to be happy. But yeah, you know, I think we just need to celebrate the good a lot more. A friend of mine was telling me the other days, like, you know, we were talking about, he's around my age. I think he's actually a little older. And, wow, you are way off there, Chief. That must be that overlap for the headland I was doing, right? I'm assuming. And we were just talking about just general news and just how much the media is, yeah. Anyways, I'm not a fan, let's just say, of the current state of our media. All sides. And the simple fact that we even have sides should tell you a lot about the state of the problem today. It's like you can't find reporting anymore that is no longer skewed. You have to pick a team. You have to pick a side. You have to pick a... now, I don't know wherever you might live, but here in the States, generally speaking, you have the conservative media and you've got the liberal media. And they all deny it. But it's got to be true, because every conservative I know is going to say Fox News, and every liberal person I know is going to say MSNBC or CNN, or basically anybody but Fox News for the main ones. And it's a shame that it's that, because it shouldn't be. It really shouldn't be. And I think the only way you're ever going to get balanced news coverage is if you basically alternate watching them all. Because otherwise, I guess you can just cater to how you feel or what you believe, but I don't know, how much good does that really do you? You just get, what, more approvals, I guess, for what you think is already the truth, but it's interesting always to hear other sides. Agree with them or not. But that's just my little soapbox there. But it didn't used to be that way. And social media, of course, wasn't around many years ago. And it seemed like most of the news that we heard before was just news. It was some political, some local stuff. But you never really walked away, generally speaking, you never really walked away from feeling as bad as you do nowadays, or as bad as sometimes you do these days with the way the news is reported, because, you know, the headlines have to be huge and bad. They can't be the headlines of great things that are going on and people doing wonderful things and people with talent doing very talented things and artists and giving of themselves and giving back to the community. You'll see those little, here's a spotlight, you know, spotlight on community, you know. Why is it just a spotlight? Why isn't it the big overreaching thing? Why is it that we have to have the main news be so depressing all the time? I don't know. I myself, I stopped watching the news a long time ago. All of it. All the major news broadcast stuff. I have no time for it. I think it's a joke. No, I'm not bitter. But honestly, I do. I think it's not real reporting. I think it's just a lot of what they used to have, that special time when what was that called? Editorials, right? Where you would clearly get somebody's opinion. Like All in the Family, when Archie Bunker did that editorial on one of the funniest things I've ever seen was when he talked about having people when they load when they get on a plane to hand out handguns to everybody. Every passenger should have a handgun on a plane, so that, I guess it was an attempt to maybe talk about hijacking or something. But the way he did it, the way he talked about it, was classic Archie Bunker, and it was just one of the funniest things. Packing a rod on a plane. Everybody should pack a rod on a plane. What is your dealio? Is it just because he's too far away? That must be why he's having issues, right? Because he's too stinking far away. Well, let's fix that issue. We'll leave you here. And why aren't you... There we go. But yeah, classic Archie Bunker. But that, you know, it's an editorial. That's where you expect opinions to be. But not all the news. Some tall sunflowers. Sunflowers get about 6 feet, don't they? Generally speaking, I think. I want to park you off a little bit because you'll get in the way if I don't. So I'm going to put you here. Let's run over and we'll get this baby unloaded. I'm actually surprised the game is still letting me do this contract. I don't know how long you can hold onto a contract. I don't know if it's just like indefinite. But I think we've been holding on to this contract at least a month, if not 2. I guess we could figure it out. When is... sunflowers can be harvested... it might have just been last month. It's been a month or 2. Fortunately, they haven't withered. Kind of surprised they haven't withered. I'm tempted to get our money together and take this beautiful X9 that we have. I found an X9 mod today that I quite like. It's an X9 1000 and 1100, I believe, are the two. But it's got some nice configurations to it. But it's expensive. It's quite expensive. And probably not what we need right now to spend our money on. But it's in my peripheral. It's right there. It's sitting in the background asking to be purchased. And our used market even, I saw a couple things out here that I quite like. I'm hoping somebody comes out with the new Steiger quad track. I'm going to guess we'll see that mod come out sooner than later, hopefully, with the new front end and the new horsepower ratings as well. That's a sharp looking tractor. Oh, there's our trike, but in a quad, but in the four-wheel. Quite like this little old school lizard. This was a nice truck that just got released out on this person's itch.io site. If I remember right, this is not in the Giants Mod Hub, but this international truck would be my next choice if it, except for a cab over. But here's the one we have. I think, yeah, it doesn't have any of the configurations that this other one has. But this other one is also quite expensive. Is it SID modding? Yeah, SID modding. The 1100. We can get the El Grande grain. Oh, that's nice. Nice big grain extension on there. A lot of good wheel brands are available. Yeah. Nice configurations to this mod, but very expensive. So we're gonna have to put the hold on that for the time being. Since our X9 is still pretty new, running well for us. This is another one of those deals where I like the way it looks in real life even more. They're a sharp, I didn't like, I don't know why. I guess with John Deere combines, it's not that I haven't liked them, but visually speaking, I have liked other brands a little more visually, like that, like the Fent. And stuff, really nice looking combines. But these in person are there's something else. These X9s, pretty amazing technologically wise, pretty amazing machines. No doubt. Wonder where he is going to pick up his action again. What's our field speed set to here? Field speed. Let's jack that up. Get him to where he needs to go a little bit quicker. And what is our working speed? Oh yeah, definitely high enough there. Turns we're going to keep down a little bit, otherwise they tend to wipe out. Wow, this guy's like going to the other side of the field. I probably should have turned off the don't drive or avoid driving on the crops. That might have made this a little bit faster. So yeah, our plans for December, pretty straightforward. We need to get this contract knocked out. Hopefully walk away with some money, honey. What is our money for this here contract? 64,386. We need to sell it to the feed and grain sales. I don't know where that is. Feed and grain, right over here it looks like. Oh, that's handy. That's about as handy as it gets. Nice. Okay, excelente. So we have an easy point of sales. Wow. Wow, dude. Wow, what is going on, man? Really? You went all the way. And now what? You're gonna go after the grass? Uh-oh. I have no idea. Oh, he's gonna start the back and forth here. Yep. Dude, you could have literally... You were right there. Oh well. Who's driving? Alright, as long as it's not office worker, dude. Alright, everyone. We're going to call this a wrap, I think, for Tranquil Waters today. My apologies if I have stirred and triggered emotions about my media soapbox, but it is what it is. The good news is farming remains farming, and we can always have a good time on farming simulators, so that's the good news. And we got a beautiful, nice new trailer, which is not this, but it's still beautiful and nice and new. But I still love this case. Oh, this thing's so good looking. You are one good looking tractor. So you all take care of yourselves. Have an amazing Tuesday. Hopefully everything is going smooth and wonderful for y'all. Staying safe. I'll see you back here on Tranquil Waters tomorrow. Take care of yourselves. Make sure you take care of each other as well. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.